A country of about 200 million people of diverse ethnic groups that have coexisted for more than a century, and there has never been a time like this when the unity of Nigeria as a nation has come under threat.
We interact easily. It is only the few top corrupt-minded leaders that are fanning the embers of social disunity. Otherwise, we are interacting. Intertribal interaction is there in Nigeria. Look at the way we usually come together in unity when there are national assignments. When the national team is playing international tournament, there is nothing like Hausa, Igbo, Yoruba. We come together, we take water together, eat together, we are happy together, we are sharing the nation together. And then when in Nigeria excel anywhere, you see all Nigerians coming together. So we want to be united, but certain persons enjoyed the tendency for inter-religion crisis, inter-tribal crisis and all that, and then tactically encourage it for political reasons.
"48 years ago, the NYSC was established to actualize the goals of reconciliation, reintegration, and reconstruction of Nigeria after the Civil War.
The purpose was to promote unity. The purpose was to promote integration. The SIC achieved its purpose. I will not say it has failed completely. It has, to some extent, brought in some level of unity within the people, within us as a nation. We have had intermarriages. We have had people who had gone to serve in a place and they have decided to stay put. So there has been cultural acculturation. There has been some kind of understanding between various ethnic nationalities. So I won't say it has failed completely. It has also provided a succor, some kind of nationalistic attitude and behavior amongst the Nigerian youths.
But I tell you that go to the camps. That's where kids, youths of Nigeria play together. When you are in any of the NYSC camps, if they don't mention their names, you don't even know which one is Hausa, which one is Fulani. You still see that element of Nigerianness. And that's where we mingle together as Nigerians freely, without all those, those problems that we have among them. So I think we should find a way to make it much more appealing to our youths.
25-year-old Gimba Bala is from Kafanchan, Kaduna State in northwest Nigeria. Gimba studied biochemistry at the University of Ibadan, Oyo State, in Nigeria's southwest. But this is his first time in Lagos, where he's doing the mandatory one-year National Youth Service. He shares his experience serving his fatherland in Lagos State.
Lagosians are fun people. Like, so far I've been patronizing them at the Mami, and so far they've been good, they've been nice, they've been welcoming, and the camp officials have also been very welcoming and they've been nice. I've also been enjoying my experience here because I've been well taken care of, as you can see. I've even had chicks here.
Having been in Lagos for some weeks now, Gimba has some things to say about the NYSC scheme.
I learned skills like that of data analysis. I've also learned to see people participate in bid making, skill acquisition, and entrepreneurship development. I also see where I also interact with other people from various parts of Nigeria. My roommates consist of Nedu from the southeastern states. I also have one Sheyi who is also from the southwestern state. I was engaged with some activities with my fellow corps members, and I did not return to the room on time. Could you believe that my roommates almost said I was missing because they cared about me? It showed the love, the unity, and we're all from different parts of Nigeria. This shows that NYSC is a pillar uniting Nigeria together.
The NYSC is a compulsory one-year program for Nigerian youths who have successfully graduated from universities and polytechnics. The scheme serves as an avenue to promote unity and national cohesion in Nigeria. The program was established by former head of state General Yakubu Gowon on the 22nd of May 1973 for reconciliation, reconstruction, and rebuilding of the country after the civil war that lasted between 1967 and 1970. 48 years after its establishment, the NYSC is suddenly attracting public scrutiny. Many Nigerians are of the opinion that it has outlived its usefulness and failed to meet modern realities of the Nigerian society. The climax of this criticism trailing the scheme is the introduction of a bill at the House of Representatives for its scrapping. The bill has scaled first reading at the lower legislative chamber. Sponsor of the bill, Awaji Inombe Kabiante, a People's Democratic Party (PDP) lawmaker from Rivers State, cited insecurity and exploitation of corps members as some of the reasons behind the shock move to have the NYSC scrapped. Mixed reactions are trailing the bill as many Nigerians support the scrapping, while some argue that it should stay, but with some modifications. Prominent Nigerians like the Sultan of Sokoto, Sa'ad Abubakar III, said scrapping the NYSC is not in the best interest of Nigeria's unity. A senior lecturer at the Adekunle Ajasi University, Akungba Akoko in Ondo State, Gbenga Abimbola, said scrapping the scheme will certainly undermine national unity. He said instead of scrapping it, the federal government should address the inadequacies in the scheme.
We can boldly say that it has achieved the aim of national integration, cultural diversity, and unifying us in spite of our diversities. It has given us the opportunity of exploring other peoples and cultures across the Federation. You see Yoruba people, they've gone to learn about Tiv, about Ibibios, about Anang, about Hausa, Fulani, Igbos, and vice versa. So it has helped. It has helped people to move out of their own environment to go to another environment, knowing full well that we are one Nigeria, and it has even helped people to intermarry and intermingle. So over the years, it has achieved the aim of national integration, but that was the main purpose. Beyond that, it has also helped many youths from stabilizing. Many youths from, it was during the NYSC that some youths got employed, even outside of their base and locality. It was during the NYSC that some youths learned how to use some skills and start their own business or businesses. So we cannot say that the NYSC has not achieved its aim. It has achieved its aim, although we have a lot of challenges bedeviling NYSC in Nigeria today, just like all other sectors of Nigerian life are bedeviled with challenges.
Sunday Ajongbolo, also from Ondo State, served in 1992 in Niger State's north-central Nigeria. He still gets nostalgic about his service year. He said scrapping the scheme will not do the country any good.
Either you like it or not, we need more schemes than before to foster national cohesion. What we are passing through in Nigeria today. So what in the essence is that scheme is even becoming more relevant than when it was established. And so for anybody to call for the scrapping of NYSC, it means it's dancing to the tune of the new song of agitation. Let everybody go its own way. That must be the song we are dancing to. So to me as a person, the NYSC is still relevant and it will continue to be relevant as far as this country is concerned. What we need to do, because I know those who are singing the song, let's scrap NYSC, is because of this insecurity situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. What we need to do now is to look at the scheme and how do we protect the lives of our children that are taking part in the scheme so that the scheme can continue. What we are today, I want to believe it is properly handled by our leaders. It is a passing phase.
Some people who have benefited from the scheme disagree that it's about time it got scrapped. One of such persons is Moriseku Amori, who got retained at his place of primary assignments in Lagos.
Where I work presently, I served there and I got retained there. So NYSC gave me the opportunity because I was able to prove myself within that 1 year of service, and I got retained that where I was working. And NYSC showed me that unity is important and made me understand other people's culture. So these two things within 1 year, achieving these two things within 1 year with NYSC is one of the biggest achievements in my life.
Reacting to this raging debate, the state coordinator of NYSC in Lagos preferred some solutions.
Some students have been kidnapped, taken for 10, 20 days into the bush. Have we called for the extirpation of schools in the country? No! What we are going through in the country, we are going through it as an entity. And we should understand what is going on and not calling for the scrapping of an institution like this that is helping the Nigerian society to grow.
To commemorate the 48th anniversary of establishment of NYSC, the Lagos Orientation Camp organized a unity walk for the core members. It is aimed at enlightening them and the public on the need for peaceful coexistence among Nigerians.
A reaffirmation of core members' commitment to the cause of the National Youth Service Corps. They believe in this scheme and they feel this is an opportunity in the 48th anniversary to tell the Nigerian society that they are ready to serve the fatherland. Again, they're also using this opportunity to tell Nigerian society that they believe in the corporate existence of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, which they are serving under.
Some core members also share their experiences in camp.
Ordinarily, the carrying of our luggages was something I didn't even expect. It was like they didn't even want us to worry and stress ourselves. They just wanted something easy and stress-free, and they wanted us to relax, and everything was just done properly. Everyone was nice. We did our COVID test, and then we went through all the things accordingly.
I've met amazing people. I've learned to live a life of impact. I've also learned to put myself out there. I have explored opportunities in camp that I would never have thought I would.
It was a very rigorous training. We marched more than 5+ hours a day. We lived a regimented lifestyle. There was a time to eat, a time to sleep, a time to come out and socialize, a time to participate in activities. Those were very challenging at the beginning because it took me out of my comfort zone.
Although there have been plans to scrap the National Youth Service Corps program, NYSC, some core members in Lagos Nigeria Commercial Nerve Center says it should stay. They are of the view that it will enable them acquire self-reliance and also contribute to the economic growth. One of the reasons given for demands to have NYSC scrapped is due to the high level of corruption in the system.
There was a time we asked, NYSC don't make profit. They come with a budget. They ask for an amount against the number of corpers. Has any person taken time to go and check the amount given for the number of corpers for their regalias and all that and their allowances, whether such amount of corpers were actually paid? And then we were the one that stopped the NYSC from charging so much money from prospective corpers through one PPP they had with one other company, private company, where you pay so much to download whatever you need to enable you get to know where you are posted to and all that. We took it up. Surprisingly, we went to court, even though we lost that case. But the Office of the Attorney General filed a counter against our application. When I saw it, I was surprised. I expect some tap on the back, some encouragement. But rather, we got a counter affidavit opposing our application that the court should order investigation into such practices. Has any person ever gone to look at the register of NYSC? Take a census or statistics of the number of corpers in a year that reported and were deployed, and the amount received for them. Where are the SSs? The SSs are shared, and that is why nobody is talking about it. So I believe the NYSC can be properly managed instead of the idea of making an army general the Director General of NYSC, we can make it a pure civilian arrangement. And then the military only come to give training during orientation and then go back.
Apart from the systemic corruption, analysts say there are other shortcomings with NYSC and the scheme needs to be modified.
There are shortcomings. What are the shortcomings? People read engineering. They read metaphysics. They read computer science. Some are geologists. So when they go to serve, you put them in the classrooms to go and teach, because there are no relevant areas for them to put in their course of training. But then I think the national service should be modified, and this is my concept. My concept is that the national service is meant to be a period of 1 year of complete communal service. It's not supposed to be a period when people go and teach and do not. The service is supposed to provide part of the food for the nation. It's supposed to be based on agro service. What do I mean? Every year people who go to serve must serve in firms. They must serve. That's why you know in those days we used to have the various farm produce centers. So government must wake up and invest more in agriculture. We're talking about investing in mechanized farming. These are the areas where youth service corps members must do their 1 year service. They are the people that should provide the food for the nation on a yearly basis. So it's like it's your period to feed your nation. Another year some other people will come. So for me, the youth service corps should be completely agro-based service. And so whether you are working in Lagos or you are working in anywhere, you know that 1 year is going to be in the farm. You're going to live a communal life. You're going to live a communal life for that 1 year. That is where the integration now comes in. But in a situation where everybody is dismembered, if you are posted to Sokoto, you are in the main city, some other people are in the rural areas, and then you don't even see yourself. They say there is a monthly communal service where you are supposed to go to your headquarters. How many people go to the headquarters to go and do communal service? Some people pay not to go for the service. They don't even attend the service. So there are a lot of abuse in the system. So I think it should be overhauled, and my position is that it must be a service for the nation in terms of food production.
And while some want the compulsory 1 year scheme to be scrapped, Director General of the National Youth Service Corps, Brigadier General Shuaib Ibrahim, believes corps members are part of the national defense policy of Nigeria and can be mobilized for war if need be.
Military is a different entity entirely, so you can't deploy corps members to go and work in military service. No, I don't agree. Why they don't have the skill? Those who do military training go for like 6 months, 1 year training. It's a rigorous training. So I do not agree at all. I don't think that's the right thing for us to do.
The orientation period is supposed to be full military training for the corps. This is because they are educated and they are fast at appreciating training than those who are not educated, in case it is necessary to rely on them when the time comes, when there is crisis. So, but the government, the federal government, because of the insensate coup, became afraid. They no longer give such military training to corps for fear that the corps might turn against them.
We need to protect our youths. That's very important. I don't support somebody saying he should be called upon to bear arms, and I did send my kids to university if I want him to go to the military, I know where to send him. You go to NDA or Nigerian Military School in Zaria. So they shouldn't conscript NYSC members to go and fight a war that they were not trained to do. The fact that we did endurance trade and obstacle crossing does not make you a soldier, please. Let's not go there. Countries where you have the reserve like that, they do go through a lot of military training. That's number one. Number two, is it not shocking that rather than recruit into the military, they're looking for the cheap way out?
Bode Olufemi, a rights activist and executive director of Corporate Accountability and Public Participation Africa, believes the focus now should be to ensure safety of core members in volatile regions.
I just think that the military and the NYSC are the two remaining institutions that makes you think that you are Nigerian. But I think all the necessary safeguards to protect the lives of core members should be done. I don't see any reason why they should put core members to volatile regions of Nigeria.
He adds that the use of foreign mercenaries in tackling insecurity is a better option as opposed to mobilizing core members for war.
It is clear that we have a problem. I think it's a matter of courage and honor to beckon on people who can help us. Forget about this arrogant pride and ego. US use black water to fight wars. In some cases where they don't even have they don't want their soldiers to die because of the backlash at home. You know what it means? You know what it means in the US when you bring body bags of soldiers home. So they will use machineries to do the work, to do the job. It's about stability of this region, and I mean the West African region, and even the stability of the continent in itself. Which country will absorb 200 million people? I don't think there's any country on the continent that can absorb Nigerians in case there is a war.
The NYSC was created to ensure national unity, but many say the aim of the scheme now rests on a shaky foundation.
If opportunities are not made to be equal, if employment is based on who know man and where you come from, and if appointment is based on the same thing, we will continue to have agitation. Unity will be a marriage and an illusion. Having said all this, I still have hope. I still have hope that Nigeria will be great. It is because Nigeria will be great. That is why we are having all these issues.
Nigeria finds itself at a critical point in time, and staying together as a united front is beyond scrapping, retaining, or modifying the National Youth Service Scheme. Making it through what seems like a never-ending nightmare for many will require another round of national dialogue to save what's left on Africa's most populous nation.
Thank you.